and people were losing their lives. We're not quite there in Minnesota, but if some of those hysterical people in Congress and in local government get their way, that's what they're pushing toward, and that is incredibly irresponsible. Now, as a fun historical side fact, Ulysses S. Grant actually invoked the Insurrection Act 6 times to send the National Guard to the South during Reconstruction to fight the Klan. But now you have people like Rashida Tlaib saying that ICE is the Klan. So my goodness, how times have changed.
And even in short term, Jesse, because I remember when President Obama sat in El Paso, Texas, praising National and Border Patrol and federal agents, condemning illegal immigrants for taxing the American population and the civic municipal system, our tax dollars and the like. So why for that party that lionizes him, why can't they remember that he too actually appreciated for just a small second those brave men and women that try to enforce our national laws?
Because they're dealing with Trump, and whatever he does, they have to fight it. The reason they're in Minneapolis is because we caught the Somalis stealing $8 billion. This isn't a revenge tour. We weren't even going into Minneapolis. It just popped up on the radar because they ripped us off. So that's why we went in. And it wasn't just ICE. Treasury went in. Marshals went in. The FBI went in. And they went in to root out the fraud and root out these illegal aliens. And so they get there, and then they're violently repelled by the locals. Now, you're not allowed to do that. The federal government has jurisdiction over immigration law. That's what the Democrats always argue. So they're just executing the laws that Congress passed, and it's unacceptable for the locals to not protest. This isn't a protest. They're harassing them, impeding them, obstructing them, assaulting them. They're looting. They're throwing fire bombs at them. So if this was an FBI agent, they'd never get away with it. If this was an IRS agent, imagine that the TSA was in Minneapolis and they were mad at the TSA for patting people down too much. And there was violent attacks on TSA agents, and they said, you have to get the TSA out of Minneapolis, and then we'll stop beating the hell out of them. That's not what you do. This is not the United States. They're acting like Somalia in Minneapolis, and they're trying to hold this country hostage with violence. And we're not going to play this game. Donald Trump should go in hard. He should go in heavy. By spreading out all of these ICE agents into different cities all at the same time, it's like thin soup. I would bring 5,000 ICE agents into one time